All is quiet on New Year's Day. A world in white gets underway. I wanna be with HQ, be with HQ night and day. And you can be. Hello, HQties. Happy January 1st, 2018. Will this horrible year never end? It's just getting started. Look, maybe if you were already with us in the wee hours of this morning, we kicked off 2018 with the biggest giveaway ever. That's right, we gave out $18,000, split between 303 winners who cha-chinged in the new year on HQ. It was incredible. Were you there for it? I mean, we dropped the ball live at midnight in the app. And yes, maybe our servers also dropped out on us, but we got the game back up thanks to all of you who stuck with us. You know, it ain't easy dealing with the overwhelming demand we have here at HQ. And like I said last night, what we're attempting to do here is science fiction. It's never been done before. And like the Wright brothers trying to get that first plane off the ground, there were a lot of crashes before they got airborne. And even then, it was like only 12 seconds, right? So thank you for sticking with us. We're gonna get there, we're gonna take off. Thanks for joining us today on this New Year's Day. I know we're competing with the Winter Classic, the peach, citrus, kumquat bowls, whatever they got going on. But we have our own bowl of concussion-free fun for you on HQ. The trivia game show on your phone where you answer questions to win cash. Yes, I am your host with the avocado toast, Quizzy McGuire, the Quizzard of Waverly Place, Shtick Clark, the great and powerful schnoz, Scott Rogowski. Cleaning up confetti with all 500,000, 600,000 plus of you, including our celebrity friends who are ringing in the new year. Feldo the Clown, Allison Becker, Danielle Fischel, Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel. Yes, Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel are playing HQ. Jimmy Kimmel thinks the guy who created this thing is a genius. I agree with him. Is this your first time climbing up our waterfalls and swinging on our vines? Well, let me go over the ground rules. I asked 12 questions. They start easy, they get harder. You have 10 seconds when I start reading the question to tap your answer. If you get them all right, you win or split our cash prize. And today's prize is $2,000. Too large, 2 racks. That should cover your dry cleaning for you and all the strangers you barfed on last night, right? Okay, you ready to get down to quizness? You want to get quizzical for the first time in daylight in 2018? I know a bunch of you made resolutions for this year to win HQ. Let's see if you can make good on that right out the gate right now. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's get this show on the road. Q1, Canon, Nikon, and Olympus all specialize in what products? Can openers, cameras, or candelabras? Canon, Nikon, and Olympus. Fact, if you take a picture, it'll last longer on any camera made by Canon, Nikon, or Olympus. Yes, they make cameras. I turn my camera on. Yes, 669,300 of you, they need a camera to their eye. They're gonna see what develops here. The rest of you forgot to take the lens cap off on Q1, but 669 and 300. It's a lot of people in the game for Q2. We're flashing on here. What food item is traditionally thrown following a wedding ceremony? Rice, sushi, or potatoes? Traditionally thrown following a wedding ceremony. This food is a staple of global diets and weddings. They're used to shower the newlyweds with prosperity and fertility. You know, it's a metaphor. It's rice. It's rice, baby. Rice, baby. Uncooked rice, by the way. You don't want to be tossing sticky rice at a human being. 629,190 of you got it right. 19,000 plus thought you threw potatoes. If you throw potatoes at a wedding, well, you should be arrested for assault. Fertile, as they want that money. Which fashion magazine is also the French word for she or her? Elle, Vogue, or In Style? You read these mags? Well, this magazine is also the first name of a McPherson, a Fanning. It's the elephant in the room. It's Elle. 544,904 are trending in 2018. The rest of you are so last year. What's the French word for overpriced fashion, by the way? That should be a magazine. Hey, you know, last night, New Year's Eve, was really, truly special, spectacular. We had a lot of people playing around the world. Look at this. We got video of people playing with us as we rang in. They were answering questions, popping champagne, maybe winning some sweet cash. And last night was not just amazing on HQ, but on ABC's New Year's Rockin' Eve. Yeah, I was there too, out in Times Square, freezing my you-know-what off with Jenny McCarthy and Ryan Seacrest. And let's just say that one HQD was a little confused to see me on the TV.
It's free to play.
He is from HQ. But why is he out from HQ?
It's weird to be out from HQ.
Yeah. Yes, I'm a human being. I don't just live in your phone, little guy. Sometimes I go out in the real world. I'm not only on HQ all the time. But thank you for watching that and for playing HQ. By the way, it was so cold in New York City last night in Times Square that the ball, instead of dropping, actually retreated up the pole. We want Q4. You're gonna get Q4. Which of these film franchises has the most installments? Underworld, Resident Evil, or Pirates of the Caribbean? You like my ball drop joke? It didn't drop. It went up. You get it? Okay, the Underworld and the Pirates of the Caribbean franchises each have 5 films to their name. What is that, a quintology? But Resident Evil, starring Mila Jovovich as Alice battling zombies in Raccoon City, has 6 titles under the belt. It's the highest grossing series based on video games, and 217,917 of you knew it. But look at that, we lost over 300,000. A brutal question at Q4. 217,000 are left. Come on, Johnny Depp, pick up the pace there if you want to catch up to Resident Evil. And we have 217 leading the pack right now for Q5. Which of these is the correct pairing of capital city and country? Wellington in New Zealand, Toronto in Canada, or Rio de Janeiro in Brazil? You gotta pair the two. Well, what's it gonna be here? Oh, Toronto, my favorite city in North America, perhaps. Shout out to Honest Ed's, the Rivoli, Comedy Bar, Laugh Sabbath, Aunties and Uncles, Sneaky D's. Love you, Toronto. But it's not the capital of Canada. That would be Ottawa. And trying to bury 7 zeros over Rio de Janeiro. But I'll knock you if you tap to Rio, because the capital of Brazil is Brasilia. No, I hope you don't have a beef with Wellington, because it's the capital of New Zealand. That is your answer. Ouchie wowie here. 74,495 got it right, but we lost over 130,000 of you there. Ooh, boy, Oberto, 74,495 are feeling it right now for Q6. They cracked an atlas. They know what's up. Q6, Bebop and Rocksteady are enemies of which cartoon crime fighters? The Watchmen, the Avengers, or the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? That's what TMNT stands for. It's not a Myers-Briggs personality test result. TMNT. We got Bebop because we've got a band. You know, these guys live in a dark and dank sewer and can't stop ordering pizza. Sounds a lot like my life in Brooklyn, but I'm no adolescent martial arts trained reptilian. These guys are. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is your answer, 51,700. You like turtles. You're feeling that turtle power. Powering on to Q7 here. Which NBA franchise has the most individual winners in the slam dunk contest? The Atlanta Hawks, New York Knicks, or Chicago Bulls? Chicago. Shish kebab. Chicago Bulls, Knicks, or Hawks. NBA weekend is February 16th to 18th in Los Angeles. Coming up, Glenn Robinson III is defending his title. You know, the Knicks and Hawks both have 4 franchise champions. But I'm asking about the individual champions, and Nate Robinson won 3 of those for the Knicks. Kenny Skywalker has the other, so that's 2. But the Atlanta Hawks, shout out my ATLians, they have 3 different winners. Dominique Wilkins, Spud Webb, and Josh Smith. That is your answer. 22,243 are PTPers, baby. Dipsy-doo, dunkaroo, slamma-jamma. 22,243 are moving on to the final, well, not the final round of HQ, but in the, figurative sense of the Slam Dunk Championship. Q8, which movie director's daughter made her directorial debut in 2017? Nancy Meyers, David Lynch, or Ridley Scott? This is not the final question. This is question 8. You got to answer 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 to win the money. It's complicated, but this director's daughter is not the intern anymore. She escaped the parent trap. Hallie Myers Shire, the spawn of Nancy Meyers, is your answer. Nancy Meyers got it right. 5,564 of you. Ow, yeah, that's a savage question here at Q8. Ooh, we lost a good chunk, 15,000 plus. But the minority, 5,564, knew that Hallie Myers Shire directed Home Again this year, starring Reese Witherspoon. They know what women want. The rest of you, something's got to give at Q8. I'm giving you Q9. Which of these fitness fads came first? Tai Bo, Jazzercise, or Zumba? Which came first? The chicken or the egg? Tai Bo or Jazzercise or Zumba? Tai Bo, the combo of Taekwondo and boxing, blew up in the 90s thanks to Billy Blanks. Zumba's dance fitness craze was created in the 90s by Power Pedal Perez, but Jazzercise, founded in 1969 at Northwestern University, became so popular in the 80s, it was even bigger than Domino's Pizza at one point, and 3,895 of you got it right. The rest of you shooting blanks at Q9, Billy Blanks. But we have 3,895 players feeling fit on this quiz, your Quizness test. You got Q10. Which of these countries is not a collaborating member on the International Space Station? China, Russia, or Canada? Not a collaborating member. So 2 of them are, and 1 is not. Now, the United States Congress actually passed a law in 2011 blocking this nation from the ISS due to national security concerns. They now have their own knockoff space station program called Project 921. These guys can counterfeit everything over there. You know what I'm talking about? It's China. China is your answer, and 1,753 of you are reaching orbit in today's HQ. The rest of you disintegrating upon impact, lost in space. 1,753 remain as we head into our penultimate question of the day on this first official quiz of 2018. Guatemala and Mozambique are the only UN countries with what on their flags? Firearm, garden tool, or bird? I like to spend some time in Mozambique. The sunny sky is aqua blue. Magic in a magical land, Mozambique. The Mozambique flag features an AK-47 symbolizing the struggle for independence. Nice product placement there. While Guatemala's flag features crossed rifles representing honor. Firearms is your answer. 721 are fired up right now. 721 players out of over 600,000 who started just about 10 minutes ago. We whittled it down, narrowed it down to 721. You remain as we head into the final question of the day. That's right, it is Q12. This is it, folks. It all boils down to this 721 players, $2,000. Who's got the band? Evo. Bum. Out to a pretty talented dude named Brian Eno, well known for producing classic albums by David Bowie and the Talking Heads, but before that he was a short-lived member of this band. You'll be taking Tiger Mountain by strategy and winning big bucks in 2018 for the win, and you got some winners, baby! Yeah, 177 of you.